Hey, what's up everybody? Thought I would make a quick video and talk about the batteries that I've gone through on this journey of lightweight batteries. So this is my other car over here, the old M Roadster. And in here I have what many in the Porsche world used to call the gold standard back before the lithium batteries got popular. This is an Odyssey PC925. These weigh 23.8 pounds and they're basically an AGM battery, so not a lithium. I've had this one for years. I do keep it on a tender since I hardly ever drive this car, and it still goes strong. I could leave the car off of the tender for a week or two, no problem, and it'll start right up. Keep in mind I am in Texas, so we do have a lot of heat and we don't get too bad of cold weather. So then we'll start down the journey for the Subaru. When I first bought the car, I put an anti-gravity ATX 20 in it, which is a lithium and only weighs 3.8 pounds. And then when I was driving, I had an issue where the car turned off and it didn't want to turn back on. So I was like, okay, maybe this battery can't keep up with the AC and the giant Tesla style screen in there. So I sold the ATX 20 and I bought an ATX 30, which weighs 5.75 pounds. Drove around, no problems, and then eventually had the exact same issue. I turned the car off, it didn't turn off on its own, and then when I went to restart it, it didn't restart. So I was like, wow, that's, I've been driving around on that one for a long time before this happened. And I was like, okay, that's kind of surprising. So I went ahead and pulled out the ATX 30, tested it. The battery still tested fine. So I ended up exchanging that one with anti-gravity under warranty. And then I put in an ATX 30 HD, which weighs 7.81 pounds. So with each new battery, I gained more cranking amps and more amp hours. But then I was looking on the boards on the Subaru groups, and I've seen a lot of people have been having problems with their factory battery that came in their cars, even at like less than 2 years old. So I started to question how much of the battery issues I ran into was actually due to the battery itself, or if maybe there was just something going on with these cars. So when I had the ATX 30, the battery before this one, I realized that if when the car didn't start, if I let it sit for a little bit and then I went to turn it on, it would crank right up. So it wasn't that the battery was dead or couldn't handle the car. It almost seemed like it was more of an issue with the car. And then with this battery, the ATX 30 HD, the exact same thing happened. One day I turned the car off, I went to turn it back on, and it didn't start. So I just got out of the car, locked the door, waited a minute, got back in, started right up. So I don't know if maybe some of y'all are experiencing these same issues with your car, regardless of what battery you're running. But I can say that I don't think it's necessarily related to these batteries. I think there may just be an issue with the car. And it's always seemed to have happened when I've been driving around for a while with the AC on. It doesn't ever seem to happen in the wintertime, which is when you would expect to have battery problems. So leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've had any battery issues on these cars, and have a good one.